web app development workshop. Thank you for being here on a Saturday evening. You could have done a lot of other things, but you are here. It shows that you want to be a developer. So you are eager to be a developer. How to be a developer and all. I'm going to tell you that. My name is Nabindu Bishwas. I'm the founder of TWD. Most of you who are here from WhatsApp channel must have not interacted with me much. They would have interacted with one of my teacher. His name is Mawsam. But welcome you all, and I will take you through this journey. In the starting, I'm going to tell you the things which are required to be a web app developer and what is a web app developer. All those things I'm going to tell, and after that we are going to teach also. It is not like that I'm going to tell for the. It is not like that workshop that we are going to tell something for the next 3 hours. No, it is not like that, because a lot of you are from the non-IT background, and you need to decide for yourself whether this is a correct field for you. So and one thing is that 3 hours we cannot teach everything, but we have long workshop also. Recently, one of my another teacher, his name is Hari Prasad, he took 2 week long JavaScript classes on the channel. So you can go in the back in the, you can see the 2 week long JavaScript classes will be done. And Mawsam is our CSS expert, and today actually both of them will come on the channel. I will take the basic thing and then Mawsam will take the CSS, and Hari will take the JavaScript. I generally nowadays take the more advanced stuff, which is known as React. So what is React and all those things? All those things I'm going to tell in the next half an hour what you need to do, because see, the internet is full of everything. You can get everything from the internet. Whatever we're teaching here, you will get from the internet. You can get HTML from internet. You can get CSS from internet. You can get JavaScript from internet. You can get React from internet. But why to learn all these things? HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React. Why? And someone today means just today someone pinged me on LinkedIn. I was going to tell means why they pinged on LinkedIn. Okay, so they pinged me on LinkedIn. A person pinged me on LinkedIn, and he told that, okay sir, I have done MTech, not BE or BTech. I have done MTech, and there I learned ASP.NET. Okay, doing an MTech. Then he didn't got a job, and for 2 years he's now working as in some company as something else. After doing that MTech in computer science, and such a big degree in computer science, and then doing a .NET, and that is there. But why did he didn't got for a job for the next past 2 years? And now also he's struggling. Now also he was telling me, sir, I want to create my career in .NET. No, but there is no job in .NET. .NET is dead 15 years back. .NET is dead 15 years back. But people don't know that thing. This is something which is not taught in the college. Why to learn .NET which nobody uses? Even Microsoft doesn't use .NET, which created .NET. So how will you get job in .NET? So what you will get a job in .NET? So my channel is for people to get a web app development job. But what the languages you should need to know? See, this is something which no college know. What you should know, but how do I know? Who am I? How do I know? So let me tell a bit about myself. Then we are going to anyways, I'm going to tell the path which you have to take for the next half an hour. I'm going to tell that, and after that I'm going to teach HTML. As promised, we are going to teach HTML. CSS we're not going to teach completely. Next week, Mawsam will take a 5-day long CSS workshop on the channel. Our channel have a lot of free certification workshops. 5-day long workshop, 1 hour each workshop you will take. CSS also will touch a lot, and JavaScript also we generally do. Nowadays we're doing 10-hour long workshop. JavaScript is very important. Okay, so that is there. And let me share my screen first. Okay, so this is my LinkedIn profile. Who am I? And this is live also on LinkedIn. So if someone is watching on LinkedIn, please do come on YouTube. It helps us channel to grow. And please do come here. And who am I? My name is Nabindu Bishwas. I am helping people to become a web app developer. I'm a React.js teacher. I'm a corporate trainer. I do teach a lot. I do take a lot of corporate trainings, and I take personal training also. I have my personal courses also, and we teach on YouTube also. We are nowadays a team of 5 people total in TWD. I'm the founder of TWD, and I have total 16 years of IT experience. I have worked in almost all big companies like Oracle, 𝐏𝐚𝐫𝐭𝐢𝐜𝐚𝐫𝐭𝐢𝐿, Innominds. I was an architect in Innominds, one of the company, and uh, till September 2021, I decided to become a full-time trainer, because training is my passion. Because I want to teach people what is required to be in the industry. I was leading a team of 10 front-end developers on the top of my career. I was totally technical and all those things. So I've worked in almost all companies. This is my LinkedIn profile. You can go through it and all. So I've worked in 𝐏𝐚𝐫𝐭𝐢𝐜𝐚. It's a very big product-based company in Hyderabad and Bangalore. Then in IBM I have worked. Then in L&T Infotech, 𝐏𝐵𝐴 Chase, the biggest bank in America. Oracle I have worked. Oracle everybody knows. Then I started as a started with some government companies. Okay, so that is there. That is about me. So I've been in the industry for long, so I know what is there happening in the industry. I've been in the industry for the past 16 years, and now also I'm in the industry because I'm a corporate trainer. And this Sunday only, means next Sunday, I have to travel again to Hyderabad to take a training for a very big company. Anyways, corporate training, which companies I take, I cannot reveal those companies' name, but I do keep on touch with me on LinkedIn, and you'll see those nice pictures because I was in Hyderabad some time back also, and I'm going to Hyderabad, then I'm going to Bangalore. Besides this, I take out time to teach on a personal batches on YouTube also. YouTube, we teach everything for free, so it is not like that we only teach everything on our personal batches. We have a personal batches, yeah, that is for sure. I will tell at the end, but we do teach in YouTube completely. And till now from YouTube, we don't have very big channel. You might be seeing, okay, only 4K 4K subscribers. They are very big people. So till now 3 people have got job from a YouTube channel. From a personal thing, a lot of other people, means more than 40 people have got jobs. And corporate thing I'm not counting. From a personal batches, 40 people have got, more than 40 people have got jobs. And from YouTube, only 3 people have got job. YouTube is totally free. You don't get the mentorship and all, but then also by following us, 3 people have got a job. Okay, so that is like okay, someone got a job. Okay, like sometime back only. It was quite new, means this is quite new video. Okay, 16 June, and he just pinged me, thank you sir, I got a React.js dev by watching your videos. Okay, and why did you got a job by watching my videos, React.js videos? Okay, and please, if you want, you can go to this video, my one of my video, and you can see this comment is for real. I'm not photoshopped it or something. Okay, see, I cannot show it name, and you can go and see. Okay, so this guy got a job. This guy got a job. Then this guy also, he was following me on LinkedIn, and he followed my instruction, and he was a mechanical engineer. Yeah, mechanical engineer, and he got a job in a startup. Okay, he got a job in a startup. So that is like that. Till now, beside this, another people has also got job from our YouTube channel, only by following us on YouTube. So you're at the right place if you want to get a job as a web app developer. And now let us take a bit more. And we are a completely okay registered company. We give our taxes also to the government. And this is our company name, TWD. I am the founder here because I founded this company in September. I have other partners, other teachers also. One of them is Mausam Mishra, one of them is Hari Prasad, and beside this we have a community manager known as Mohammad Abdul. You might have interacted with him also. Mohammad Abdul, he's our community manager. He's doing fantastic work. Okay, so that is there. Sorry for that. And now, and you are going to get certificate for this. Okay, so how you are going to get certificate for this? Okay, so I don't know English. Okay, you don't know English. Good news for you. We do take English workshop also on my channel, because English is a must English is a must. Wait a sec. English is a must to get a job as a web app developer. So that's the thing in our country, means you have to know English to get a job as a web app developer, because you are going to work in some big companies and all. Okay, big companies, small companies, and all those things. Whatever you're going to work, most of the time you're going to work in south of the south. Okay, so that is there. You need to know English. And the thing is that we have English trainers who top English trainers. That also not like normal English trainer. Top English trainers who trains on a channel only for 5-day long workshop. Again, very free. Okay, so yeah, so this is not a doubt solving session, but then also I'm going to answer some people who are asking. Santosh, I'm going to answer you. Okay, so how you'll get the certificate for this? There will be 2 attendance taken. Okay, one attendance will be taken around 3:30 p.m. and one attendance will be taken towards the end. So and towards like 6 and all. And this is something which the Google form is there. In this I will send, and this link I will send on the chat only. On the chat only I will send this link. Okay, and on the chat I will send this link. You have to fill this link, your valid email ID on which you want the certificate, your name, your current profession, and your LinkedIn profile. Why I am asking your LinkedIn profile? That there is a reason for that. If you don't have a LinkedIn profile, put you don't have a LinkedIn profile, but you have, please do fill this. And this is a second attendance form which you need to take. Okay, there will be some okay, there was someone asked some answer question, so let me answer that. Okay, so JavaScript library, we are coming to that. TypeScript is sort of important now, but and we are going to have some TypeScript courses also. But to get your fit in the industry, means to get inside the industry, it is not required. Sometimes it happens like you are in a company like 1 or 2 month old, then TypeScript is very much required. Initially, to freshers, nobody asks us TypeScript, but yeah, TypeScript. If you have the TypeScript knowledge, it will be added advantage, and of course. You have to learn React. I'm going to come to that, Santosh. And TypeScript is not important, but sort of, if you have that, will be good to have. A good to have a skill is TypeScript, but TypeScript you'll find a bit difficult for a fresher and all. So please don't try to do TypeScript from the starting. Means it will be, just learn React first. TypeScript you can do later on. Okay, so that is there, and so first let me tell. So someone asked about TypeScript and all, so let me take through this mind map is there. So what is web development? Okay, what is web development and what you should do exactly? What is, so the thing is that web development is HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Just like the .NET person, please don't do some technologies like which are not in demand. So some of the technologies which are not in demand, let me tell that thing, because a lot of people ask that question, because I have been doing a one-to-one training with a lot of people. First technology which you don't have to learn is .NET, of course, because I've just talked about it. Second technology which you don't have to learn is Java. Third technology which you don't have to learn is Python. These three things you don't have to learn, but you will see a lot of people telling about these three things: Java, .NET, Python, and PHP also. PHP also, there are no jobs. Only there are some small jobs in some in small cities. Some government companies uses PHP. Nobody uses PHP. Okay, so you have to do this HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and as who was asking, Santosh was asking me what I have to do, what library I have to do. So there are libraries with JavaScript. Okay, so HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and the library of React.js. Okay, not Angular, React.js. I teach Angular also in corporate training, but the thing is that React.js have more number of jobs than in Angular, and it is much more easier for people to learn Angular, to get job in Angular. If there are 10 jobs in development, then 7 belongs to React.js, and 2 belong to Angular, and 1 belong to Vue.js. There is another thing known as Vue.js. So the world belonged to JavaScript. 10 years back, the world had moved to JavaScript. People still don't know that. Colleges don't know that. Colleges still are teaching C++, Java. There are no jobs in Java. People are doing MTech, wasting their career doing MTech, and then they are not getting job because they don't know what is there. Okay, even if you go on Google, you'll see that okay, there is job in PHP, there is job in Python. There are no jobs. So I recorded I do some Instagram also, Instagram reels and all. Okay, so I did a reel for that. There's not that much jobs in data science, and people were angry at me. No, data science have a lot of job. No, data science doesn't have any jobs. That's just a fake thing which was going on. Why data science doesn't have any job? Data science doesn't have any job. Suppose I have a 2-person company, 2-person startup, then what I need a web app for it. And web app are created in what? Web app are created in React and its ecosystem. Okay, web app are not created. You're not going to need data science the first day you're going there. Data science are required by big companies like Google and all. Everybody is not going to get a job here in Google. Google, if you want to get a job in Google, it requires at least 2 to 3 years of effort. Okay, so that is there. So you will not learn React.js today in 3 hours. Nobody can even learn CSS. Okay, so but we have a lot of React.js tutorial on the channel, and next week I'm going to take a React.js workshop or bootcamp. I'm going to tell from Monday. I think I'm going to start from Monday. React.js 5 days. We have everything. Like our main thing is like this is just a trailer. Treat this like a trailer. This 3 hours thing, and we have separate 5 hour long CSS workshop on the channel, 5 days. 5 hour long JavaScript workshop on the channel, and 5 hours long React.js also on the channel. Okay, so that we generally do every month. We do. So those are the main thing which you need to do. Those are also, you'll get certificates for those also. Okay, so how to develop your own JavaScript library. Okay, I will come to that JavaScript library your own. You can develop your own JavaScript. In fact, I used to know one person who in India developed his JavaScript library. But the thing is that if you develop your own JavaScript library, first thing in India, you won't get any support and all. And like there was a guy who created a library as WELT, Svelte. Those who don't know about it, so this library was developed by someone, and it is like. It didn't get the traction, nothing get traction. You know why nothing get traction? Because no, I don't know about it, because there are two types of people in this world: ones who develop the libraries, ones who uses the I'm the one who uses the library. Most probably you connect with me on LinkedIn and all. I know a person who created a library, and in India it's a very difficult thing, and he created a library, and his library didn't got any traction, and then he have to shut it down, and he is too, but his effort didn't got wasted. He got placed in Razorpay. He's not my student anyways, but I know him. He got placed in Razorpay, a very good company. So it will definitely add to your portfolio if you create a own library. It's like a big thing, because these libraries are created by very big people. Like React is created by Facebook, Angular created by Google, and Vue.js also is backed by Alibaba. Alibaba, those who don't know, it's the biggest company in China. So like this, nobody can, like, you can create a library, but where you will get the resources to work on those library? A lot of Facebook team is working on React. A lot of Google team is working on Angular. A lot of Alibaba team is working on your Vue.js. So that is the problem. That is the problem. You develop your own. It's very difficult to get a funding, but yeah, you'll get a good traction and all. Most probably the libraries are created in languages like C++ and Rust and all. Okay, so that is there. Okay, so any higher level languages. So the thing is that if you want to get a job, you need to have this 4 skills. Just like the screenshot which I show, the person just learned React.js from a channel and he got a job. So why React.js and all? What is this all? So React.js are used to make web apps. What is this? This thing I'm using? This is a web app. This is not a normal website. I have to log into it. The moment you log into it, it's become a web app, because your data is stored somewhere. Your login data is stored somewhere. This nice functionalities which I am getting, it is like coming, because this is very good front end. LinkedIn is a web app, not a website. Facebook is the biggest web app on the planet, which have 3 billion people on it. Okay, so that's why they created React also, and all the things are web app nowadays. I'm using this Google form. What is this? Google form is the web app, and the front end of it isn't made in Angular, because of course Google created Angular, so they are not going to do it in React, and that is the second biggest framework. So all the Google products are made in Angular, the front end of it, and front end part is very very heavy in Angular product, and everything else except all the Google products are made in React. From LinkedIn to Twitter to everything else out there is made in React. Okay, and every startup also works in React. Most of the time, every startup works in React. So that is what is about. Okay, so that is there, and the other thing is that, so you need to have all these 4 things. You don't have to learn something more like TypeScript and all those things. You can learn later on, but first get to learn all these 4 things. Even if you're from a non-IT background, there are enough job for non-IT background. I show that screenshot. Mechanical engineer got a job by learning React. So mechanical engineers don't even know how to run a laptop and all. Okay, so they are getting jobs. Mechanical engineers are getting jobs learning React, because there are more jobs than there are people right now. Even I require React.js developer. I am always short of React.js developer. There's so much in demand. Okay, so that is there, and now the last thing before we start with HTML is like 3 secrets are there which you require to become a web app developer. So these people who do this kind of coding, they're known as web app developers. Okay, not website developer, web app developer. So 3 things you need to do, and the first thing is that you need to do a bit of networking, especially if you are from a non-IT background. Even if you are from an IT background, it will always help to do a bit of networking. Networking means what? Networking means you have to be active on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook group. Especially, I will tell LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a top platform in India to get a job, to get your visibility. It is not a job platform. That someone was telling, okay, LinkedIn is like a, is it a Naukri and all? No, no, no. It is not a Naukri. You're creating your presence on LinkedIn. At the end of the day, it's a social media platform. So you're creating your presence on LinkedIn. Creating your presence on LinkedIn. Okay. So see, what is my whole career is because of LinkedIn, because of this thing. Okay, so someone asked. So I have 21,521 connection. I'm an influencer in LinkedIn. So those people have more than this many connections. They're influencers for LinkedIn. There is a cap on 30,000 connections. Actually, I'm connected to almost every big person in India and in the world. People from Google, HR, and all those things. They are also connected with me. All the biggest startup people connected to, all the students connected with me. So what happens if I do? So those who know little bit of social media also, I think most of you know how big the Instagram influencers are. So I'm a LinkedIn influencer. Okay, so the thing is that my post reaches a lot of people. If I tag someone like this, if I tag someone, that post reaches a lot of people. And it is like, I'm not like an Instagram influencer like dancing and all those things, and it will reach the people are entertained. Okay, no. If I reach, because LinkedIn is a serious network. Okay, it is not like all those things are there. It's a very serious network, and I do serious posts. What happens, it reaches people, and I promote people. I'm asking your LinkedIn profile for another reason also. If you give me your LinkedIn profile, generally what I do on Mondays, we are going to promote the people who get the certificate today, and if they have a LinkedIn profile, I can tag them. So most of you are in Instagram and all, Facebook and all, so you know what are the tagging. I will tag you with at the rate something. Okay, like this I'm going to tag you all. Okay, so if I tag you all, so that what happens, your post reaches to, a lot of people, 21,000 people. So that is there. So slowly you also have to build a LinkedIn profile and all. Okay, so and what you need to do. So this is a person who's right now means he's working as an intern, because he at my company, because he had done some very good projects. So I was impressed with him, and I have given him internship recently in my company. I've given him internship. Why? Because he had done a lot of projects. Okay, so see, I'm going to show all activities. I'm going to post. I'm going to post. And see, he created some amazing projects. And this is what you need to do. And this guy told me that he was daily getting a job offer. Daily getting a job offer. So I only hired him. I don't want to lose him. So he made this WhatsApp clone. I gave him a 3-month internship in my company. I have a lot of React.js work. Okay, so that is there. So he made this WhatsApp clone. WhatsApp clone is not that much easy. A very complicated WhatsApp clone he created on his own, seeing all these things. Then he created this, and you have to do something like this on LinkedIn. Like do some projects, share it on LinkedIn, and try to add more people. See, he had also 3,000 connections. That is a lot. So he has got he have followed my thing. Every week he can add 50 connections in LinkedIn. So you can add, and then you can create projects. Then your project uses a lot of things. See, I also promote him. Great work. I tagged him back because he actually tagged me. He tagged me, so I tag him. Anybody, it is not like him only I'll do. Anybody tags me, complete a project, tag me, I will tag you back. It is not like that thing. So yesterday I was connecting with someone on LinkedIn. He told me that if I tag you back, if I like your post, I will take 5,000 rupees. I don't take 5,000 rupees. I just love to help my student. The influencers like me take 5,000 rupees just for tagging. But I do this free for my students, because I want more of you to get a job. I want 10,000 of you to get a job. Okay, so like that. So that is there. So you have to do this LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram. Also, I do Instagram. You have to follow the developers, not some dancers or some actress. You have to follow them. Facebook groups are very important. Facebook groups are the one where you'll even get a freelancing job. There are a lot of React.js Facebook group. There are a lot of JavaScript Facebook group. Join those things. You'll learn people asking some nice questions. You'll even get the freelancing job. Freelancing jobs are a very good thing to learn something. Pick up any project, learn a bit, pick up any project that will add to your real life, like real experience. Freelancing projects are real experience. Okay, so that is like that. And then you have to take some daily actions. One sec. Daily actions you have to take. One sec. Okay. Okay, some daily actions you have to take. Daily actions is code 2 hours daily. So there is no shortcut to become a developer, and this is something which you need to do, which is like coding 2 hours daily. No shortcut for that. Even after you become a developer, you have to code to us. Yesterday I got a call from a old student, and he was telling like he got a very good job. He didn't knew React.js. He was actually a HTML CSS developer, and he got a job as a React.js developer. Now some 𝐾𝐵 company is there. It's a big company. He's working there. I got a call from him, and he told that, sir, I'm doing good. Now also I have to learn daily new things, and all those things. All those things are going great. So you have to learn after, even if you got a job after your work, you have to do a lot of jobs. Okay, so that is there, and you have to do some challenges if it is possible. There are some challenges are out there. Learn about, I will not tell much about it. 100 days of code, there is a challenge known as 100 days of code. Learn about it. What is 100 days of code? This challenge is very important. I'm just telling you, if you're curious enough, please learn about that 100 days of code. If you do this challenge, this is my guarantee that you will get a job. 100 days of code. You have to just, I'll tell this much, you have to code continuously for 100 days. There is a good website for it. Go check it out. Okay, so that is all. And now we are going to start with HTML. Okay, but first I will give the attendance number 1. Okay, so I'm going to get the attendance. I'll go here, start in the URL, copy it. Okay, and attendance will be given only on the live chat. Mark your first attendance here. Okay, I will also pin this thing, so please mark your first attendance here, and the second attendance will be given later on. Okay, so please mark it. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to close them all. Now we're going to start with HTML, the basics of HTML. And HTML, we generally don't have any other class after this. CSS, as I told, we have a 5 hours class, because CSS take 5 hours to teach, JavaScript takes 5 hours to teach, and JavaScript we are nowadays doing advanced also. Okay, so JavaScript another 5, so JavaScript you can consider 10 hours to teach, and React just another 5 hours to teach. Okay, so this is the complete thing you need to do. And so we cannot definitely teach in this thing, but HTML I'm going to teach completely. You don't have to go outside this HTML. I know people who spent 6 months on HTML. Please don't be that guy. Okay, please don't do that thing. If you want to spend that much time, spend that much in CSS. It would benefit you in the job. Yesterday I was talking to that person, and he was telling me, sir, I need more CSS practice. So I told him to practice some more front-end mentor projects, which actually we keep on doing on the channel also. Our CSS expert Mosam does that thing. Okay, so that is there. And what we are going to learn, do HTML. But nowadays we don't just write a code on notepad and all. Okay, so we use something known as VS Code. Okay, VS Code. Just Honeyboo, just when you have given the chat, just above that there is a Google form. You have to do the attendance there. Just the Google chat, open it, fill it, the Google chat. Just when you have just written that thing, just I think one comment above that. Okay, so put you don't have a LinkedIn profile. I told that earlier also, that if you don't have a LinkedIn profile, put you don't have a LinkedIn profile. It's okay, a lot of people don't have a LinkedIn profile. Okay, so that is there. Okay, Masum will guide you more. Okay, so I have also pinned that message, so if you can find it that all. Okay, so that is there. And for coding, like front-end development, not only for HTML, front-end development, you need a modern code editor, which is VS Code. VS Code, don't get afraid of it. It's a very lightweight code editor. One of my students have a 4 GB of RAM and a i3 fourth generation. Okay, and he's able to do it. And one more thing is that please do have a laptop, or arrange someone. Some of people says that they don't have a laptop, and it will be a problem. You can do a bit on mobile, but mobile will be a bit difficult. If you have a tab, then I can say you can do it. But if you don't have a laptop, and if you have a tablet, then please do connect us on the WhatsApp group. I will tell you how to code, because I don't want anyone to stop. If you're saying, okay, I have an Android tablet, I don't have a laptop. I know laptops are costly. I know laptops at least 20,000 rupees you have to spend on a laptop. A second-hand good laptop, you have to spend 20,000 rupees. But a lot of people don't have that. Okay, I know that. Also, a lot of my students tell that, and they don't have a laptop. mobile will be a problem. If you have a tab, please do connect with me. I'll tell you how to code on a tab, because tab also you cannot download this Visual Studio Code and all. Okay, so Visual Studio, I'm using a Mac, but Visual Studio is available on everything like Windows and all. And I have a Windows PC also. It is not like I don't have a Windows. I mainly work on Windows, but my studio is set up in this Mac. Okay, so if you want how to install it, it will give you exe, and then you just have to do a next. It's a freely available thing. Okay, so next you have to do, and those who have difficulty in installing this thing, I have a good video also. You can see that video. Actually, I recently purchased a Windows laptop, so in a new laptop I did that installation so that it will be much more easier. Okay, so that is there. So you have to download it and install it. Okay, this is a must code editor, and very lightweight and very good. Okay, and it's completely free from Microsoft. So when you install it, it will show something like this. It will show very big. Okay, it will show like this. And let me fix my screen. Okay, so it will show like this. Then we can code on this thing. We can code our HTML here. So okay, that's a good. And Abu Nazir, that's a problem which a lot of people have. And more of the career related queries we solve on Wednesday at 9:40, around 9:45 p.m. Every Wednesday I take. And good news is that we are going to start. We have a lot of WhatsApp group, a lot of people connected with me, but I don't have a time nowadays. So the two of my teacher, they are going to take a career advice. Means I used to give those career advice earlier. Okay, one to one, I used to do a lot of one to one, but now my teachers, they are fully capable to guide you on your career. Okay, so I have told Mosam and Hari, they will help you, and they will give their Calendarly link in which you can book a one to one with them, personal one to one with them, and any career related doubts, Mosam and Hari will try to help you. But please be on our WhatsApp group, or please connect with me, Mosam or Hari on LinkedIn. And Mosam can give his LinkedIn also profile. Mosam, please give your LinkedIn profile, and you can connect with us there, and then you can ask us all those things. I know this problem, SAP dev you have joined, and they have given a support project. I was also stuck in a support project for a long time. That's a story for some other time. Okay, so right now we don't have time, so that is sometime I will tell. Okay, be in connection with me on LinkedIn. You'll learn, you'll see all this story. Okay, so that is not, and that happens in service industries. Okay, so what is there? I have this. Now we'll start with HTML. So this I have installed this your VS Code. Okay, so now how to write code on it. So I have a folder, 16 July workshop. Here I will create a new folder. It will be HTML basics. I will create, and you'll get the code of everything. Don't worry, you'll get a code of everything. Okay, HTML basics I'll do. And what I have to do, so I will tell the most easiest way to do. Okay, there are other ways through command line and all. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to click here like this, and I'm to go here. Okay, and I have to drop it down here, and it will open like this. HTML basics, it will open like this. It's a bit big. Okay, so now what I have to do, now I have to create a file. So I will create a file, index.html. So how I have to create, I have to go here, I'll see this, I'll do a index.html. Why index.html? Why not index dot something else? Because every coding file have got some extension. Like HTML is for HTML files, just like the image files have JPG extensions. So every file has something. So index.html, because I want to open an HTML file. We want to write some HTML code out there. Okay, so index.html, and name you can take anything. Okay, so index.html done. I'll also close this thing so that I have some more space to write everything. So now I have to write like the HTML code, but I don't want to type the skeleton of the HTML code, complete a skeleton of the HTML code, and but I'm going to explain the skeleton of the HTML code. Okay, so what I will do, I will in VS Code there are some shortcuts are there. Nowadays the shortcut actually changed. The shortcut is HTML, and you have to choose the second one, HTML5, HTML5, and it will give you this thing. HTML5 will give you this thing, and it will show me all this thing. Okay, doc type and all this. So what are these things? In this title, I will change to maybe HTML basics, and I will tell where this will come. Basics. I will change it to HTML basics, and now what is this doc type HTML? So let's start with the start. So at the HTML is like this. HTML is a templating language and is greater than, lesser than sign. All of these things will be there in the HTML. So this doc type HTML I have written. So what is this doc type HTML? Doc type HTML means this is HTML version 5. HTML version 5. So when was version 4 launched? HTML is there from 1993. So, and it is governed by a committee known as W3C committee. Someone was asking me that they wanted to create their own libraries and all. This is a very good thing to do, but in India generally means we don't have time and all. If you have time and all for that, please do that thing. But the irony is that everything is controlled by the Americans. Everything. Okay. So because they invented the internet, internet is out of, there was a CIA internal network in 90s which was known as intranet. From there the internet came. Okay, so the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, everything is created by them only. We only uses those things. Okay, so HTML is governed by a committee known as W3C committee. It's adds something to HTML, and generally it doesn't delete, it adds something to HTML. So it added some tags and all these things, some modern things in HTML in 2015, and that's version is known as HTML version 5. So how does a document know that how does a website know that it's a HTML version 5? So this is it. This is how they know it is a HTML version 5. Okay, so everything which you're seeing here, even in this good looking Visual Studio Code site, is HTML. The structure is HTML. If I right click and inspect, and yeah, you can see, okay, not even inspect, if I right click and do a view page source, I can see the whole of the page source. Okay, you cannot see everything out there, but you can see a lot of things out there. See, this is all how the HTML works. You can see a lot of things, a lot of the code you can find it out there. Okay, so okay, oh, that is a good thing. Okay, so I wanted to show something. Okay, so okay, so see, this is the website of our this is the code. See, doc type HTML is also there. Then HTML lang English, HTML tag is generally the HTML code have two tags. Means main is the, it is wrapped with the HTML. So everything generally have a starting and have a ending also. So it got a starting and a ending. So like this. And inside the HTML there are two tags. One is a head tag, one is a body tag. Both of them are important. Head tag, body tag is more important because it's the body tag, the code will lie. Body tag, the code will lie. And so they don't have a, okay, so here also they have a body tag. Body tag, the code will be there. And in the header tag, something related to this website will be there. Okay, title is something. So see this title, one thing I will show, we are going to see this also. Title, do they have a title? Okay. Title, Visual Studio Code, code editing redefined. So it is, see this thing, this is the title. Whatever we write in the title, it will go there. Then but what is this meta tag then? So what is this meta tag? Meta tag is something which is being used by digital marketers or not. It is used for the SEO of the site, because this meta tag is something which is read by Google bots. Yeah, Google works in that way only. The moment you take a website or a web app online, means you online means you buy some GoDaddy thing and all those things. Anyways, Microsoft will have its own server. So those things you do, and you make a website live. So Google bots will they scan the whole of internet. So that's the biggest thing of Google, scans the whole of internet. And a website, it will come and it will scan it, what this website contain, what are the things here, and then it goes to the meta tag. See, this meta tag of this Visual Studio Code is containing something like okay, image and all is there, but okay, so they have given some description and all also. Earlier what used to happen in the meta tag, people, especially digital marketer, used to put a lot of keywords like Visual Studio Code. Like for the meta tag, for I will try, I'm not a digital marketer, like I have to write some keyword for Visual Studio Code. I will write a lightweight code editors, comma, code editor redefined, comma optimized, all those things I want to write. So they have also written something like this. Okay, so they have written a title, a description, and all those things. So Google bot will definitely read all these things, and then it will rank the website. So in Google, next time you go and you will search for, am I right? You search for this lightweight code editor, lightweight code editor. So it will take you to some article and all. Okay, so all these things are there. Okay, so this is how everything works. Okay, so enough of this thing. And now this body tag is something. In the body tag, all the things which are nice thing you're seeing here, it will come because of the body tag. So I'll do a h1, and h1 I'll write html crash course. I'll write, and I'll have a p tag. H1, we are going to learn about all these tags. H1 is known as a heading tag, heading 1 tag. P is known as a paragraph tag. So paragraph tag, maybe I will write, I will copy this thing and paste it here, save it. Now I have done all these things, but where to see this website and all. Okay, so where to see this thing? So to see this thing, what happened? Okay, so you have to go to this HTML Basics. See this, there is a index.html is created. Okay, index.html is created. So I will do right click. I don't want to open it in Safari. By default in Mac, everything opens in Safari. Nobody loves that browser. Okay, I will open it with anything I can open. I'll open it with Google Chrome, because Google Chrome only is opened here. So HTML Basics, see all these things been shown. HTML Basics, I will close this other one. HTML Basics has been shown here. HTML crash course H1, it has been shown here, and P is been shown like here. Okay, P is like a paragraph. So this is how you make websites and all. Okay, but before moving forward, and HTML is all about learning about different tags. So we are going to learn about different tags like H1 and all those things. HTML is all about that only. Okay, so before moving forward, I want to tell that we are not going to use the HTML like this. There is a problem here. So suppose I have another p tag, then I will write I want some other text, but I don't have a text. So what to do? First thing is that I will write something known as lorem, LOREM, and press the tab, and VS Code has a shortcut for everything, lorem, and I'll do this, and something will come like this. So what is this lorem? So let me quickly tell what is this lorem. Lorem ipsum is not like any other text. Okay, it is like a 200-year-old text. So when 200 years back printing press was invented, people wanted some dummy text, because always they don't have the news and all those things. So quickly they use this thing lorem ipsum, which is like some random text, but it seems like it doesn't have any meaning. But when you see this thing, you see, okay, it seems like it is something is there. So this is not any garbage, it is there. So lorem ipsum, there are a lot of lorem ipsum generator, and VS Code comes inbuilt with lorem ipsum generator. You just have to go here and LOREM and press the tab and save it, and it will be done. Okay, but I'll come here. It is not been shown here. It is not been shown here because you have to refresh it. Then only it will be shown. You have to refresh it. Okay, then only it will be shown. So I will refresh it, then only it is shown. But I don't want to refresh it every time, and then only it will be shown. So what I'm going to do here. So VS Code is very nice. It has got a lot of small apps, small free apps, like created by people who love coding and who have want to give to something to the community. They are known as open source, something like a free Android app, but free Android app also have a lot of ads, so it is not like a free. Okay, so but these are completely free. This doesn't have much ads, I mean, not at all ad. So you search for live here in this tab, and then you come here and you see something known as live server with this guy Ritvik there. He has created this thing which has got like more than 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 2.3 crores, 2.3 crore installation. It's like a lot. And see, what's the benefit of it to him to give it for free? He become popular. it become very popular because this live server is being used by almost every front-end developer on the planet. Okay, so this is there. So what's the benefit for front-end developer is there? And you have to just come here and you have to install it. And someone was asking that they wanted to make some library, made something like this first. This is the coding of something like this is not that much complicated. Okay, and you'll become popular very quickly. Okay, so that is there. And now I will close it. So you'll get this installation here. I have already installed it. So if I come back here, how to open it? Open the live server, open this whole code with live. So you have to right click and open with live server, or you have to get this go live button is will come here. Sometimes it doesn't come in the start, but second time onwards it will come. Open with live server. I'll do it will open in, okay, it will open in my Safari, which I don't like. So I will do here again and come here and I'll open it here. So what's the benefit of it and why we should use it over the plain like this? So suppose I remove this thing and save it. See, my mouse is here. Save it. Automatically refresh. Automatically the refresh happen and it is showing. So you don't have to again and again refresh something. So I just have to delete it and save it and it will be refreshed. So if I go here, see, it is still there. Is I have to refresh it manually and then it will go. So I don't want to use that thing and I will use live server. Every company, every front-end developer uses this live server only. Okay, so that is there. Now we are going to learn about a lot of tags. So the next tag, which we have already learned about 2 tags, but let us learn a bit more about them. So h1 doesn't comes alone. H1 have h2, h3, h4, h5, h6. Save it. H1 have h1 to h6. Okay, so you go to any website, you might have find some heading, subheading, and all those things. So those are taken like this, like h1, h2, h3, h4, h5, h6. All of them are different sizes, but hardly h5 and h6 are very small. We hardly use that. I've seen people use still h4. Anyways, in CSS is very powerful. You can even control the sizes of these things. Okay. So the next thing is the paragraph tag, which we have already always seen it show like a paragraph. Let us have another paragraph like P, and this time I'll have a lorem. Lorem I'll have and save it, and it will be showing like this. Okay, so this is like these 2 tags. Okay, so the thing is that this type of tags are known as block level elements. They are known as block level elements because they are taking their own line. They're taking their own line, so that's why they are known as block level elements. They're taking their own line. And there's another type of element known as inline element. They comes one after the another because there was a lot of space here. After this could have come here, 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 like this one also could have come here. It is not coming here because it will take its own line. They're known as block level elements. Okay, so that is there. And before moving forward to the next tag, I want to tell us not a tag, a thing which is known as commenting. Commenting is there in almost all programming language. Like here we'll have a heading tag. I will comment it. Then I will have a paragraph tag and comment it out. Save it. See, now it will not be shown. It will not be shown. Heading tag, paragraph tag, they are not being shown here because this is what the end users is. This is what the developers is. These comments are very important. These comments are for the developer to see their code after like 1 month or 2 months, or even if I'm going to give you a code, you should know what is this code about. So that is the main thing of a commenting. Commenting are used for that. Okay, so that is there. Now the next tag which we are going to do is the link tag. Link tag is a tag which you have always seen. It is also known as anchor tag. So I'll do a link tag like this and comment it out. Then I will do a and tab. So tab will open it up. A and tab I have done. And then in href I can put any website address. Okay, so I will put this address, my blogging website address, and then I will put something here like pwd blog save it, and it will show like this. Okay, it will show a link like the TWD blog, and then what is there, and it is showing like purple. But if you are seeing a website like this for the first time, it will show you as blue. When you visit that website, it will show you as purple. So most of you, it will show it as blue. And see, when I move my mouse over it, it will change it to hand. And this link is something which all of you might have seen, but nowadays the link, people do a lot of styling, and it doesn't seem like a link, but then also some of you might have seen this thing. Okay, so I will take my mouse over here and I will click here, and it will take me to my website. Okay, so that is what the link tag is all about. So then I can also go back and see, it will be like this again. Okay, so but there is a problem here. I am taking a person away from the my website. Today only I clicked on a link in which was there in a comment on your. So in the comment of a LinkedIn post, there was a YouTube channel link, and I clicked on that YouTube channel link. It opened in a new tab, because LinkedIn don't want people to go away from LinkedIn. And see, if someone what is happening here, suppose this is a LinkedIn page and I open something here, and this is opening here only. Suppose a competitor YouTube page is opening here, and the YouTube content, all of us know, it is very engaging. So then the people will forget about LinkedIn. Okay, people will go in there, and companies like LinkedIn, YouTube, and all, they earn on engagement. The more people stay there, the more they earn. Okay, so that is like that. So you are not, they are losing their precious money, so they don't want to lose the precious money. So people generally, what they do, they add something known as a href, so that when someone click on a link from their website, it will take you to it will open it in a different tab. So the chances are like that people can come back to the tab. Generally, most people are programmers. I don't know about other people because I'm a programmer for more than 20 years. Okay, so most people have like 100 tabs opens. So sometimes they will close also, sometimes they'll come back to that also. So they might come back, so that's why it should open in a new tab. So let me do that thing. Anchor tag href, I will put some other link, maybe. Okay, I'll put my YouTube channel link. Okay, so like this, and then there is the property here known as target equal to underscore blank and BWDYT. And please, if you are not subscribed, please subscribe. We're doing a lot. Previous week, actually, we took a 1 day long boot camp. Okay, 1 day long boot camp. It generally takes once in a month, like 9 hour long boot camp. Also, we cover everything there: HTML, CSS, JavaScript in detail. So it's a 9 hour long boot camp. I'll save it and see this TWDYT is coming. TWDYT is coming, and I will click here, and it will take me here to my website. Okay, so this is our website. Please do visit, and as I told, we do everything. Like, you go to these videos, just like we have this JavaScript advanced. This is Hari, JavaScript advanced to master class we have, and JavaScript beginners to advanced class we have. Student queries I take, web development workshop. You see, we had a 9 hour long workshop recently. Okay, so 9 hour long workshop, as I was telling. So this is something which nobody does. We have this CSS things. Okay, which Mawsome takes. Okay, CSS beginners to advanced, all these things we have. Okay, we have a lot. Okay, and as I was telling, Windows machine update. Okay, so those things are there. Please do like and subscribe. And this is how some link will open in a different tab. And the other thing is that one thing you might have noticed here, both of these anchor tag coming one after the another. So because they are known as a inline element, and these are known as block level element, this is known as inline element. Okay, so they are inline elements, so they are coming in the same line. Even if there were 10 of them, they would have come in the same line. Then inline, same line, inline. So that is there about the anchor tag. So now the next tag which we are going to learn about is a list tag. So let us come here and do the list tag. Okay, so there are two type of okay, two type of list are there. but both of the lists are taken in something known as ul unordered list. Inside unordered list it is taken, and then inside this I'll have a li, and I'll have a item 1, and this is known as a ul unordered list. UL means unordered list, li means list item. So what happens with the UL? You will have this dot 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 and this item 1, item 2, item 3, item 4, item 5. So this will be shown like this. Okay, so that is there. And then the other thing here is the OL, ordered list, and li will have again. And here, okay, why I'm writing it again? So let me copy this thing and paste this thing here. OL is ordered list, save it, and see 1 2 3 4 5 6 is coming. And then if I increase this thing, a more number will be added. But the unordered list is more popular than ordered list. You'll see, because it has a lot of uses. This dot dot dots are coming, that is used more. The next thing which we are going to learn is the table tag. Okay, table tag is not used that much, but sometime it can be used, so you should know it. Rest of this thing till now, what I taught, you can like mug them hard. Like, it is not that difficult. Okay, you should know this. Table tag is something which I always say you only should know there is a table tag. When you need the format of it, you can take it from the internet, and because there is a lot of things here. Okay, so like a table I'll do. Inside the table I will have a t header, and inside that I'll have a t body. So it's a group of tag, a lot of tags. T head and t body is the, in the t head I have a tr, table row. Inside that I have a th, table header, name, age, email, name, age, email I have done, tr. And then in the t body I will again have a tr. Okay, and here I will have a td. td, table data. Td means table data. Then I have to give age and main. So I will save it. So it will show like this table. Okay, so table row, table header is like this bold thing will come, and table body again the table row, but table data is like the table data of each of the row it will show. I can have hundreds of also like this. So this is how the table are made. Okay. But now we are going to look into form tags. Okay, form tag is the most important tag in HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, Angular, anything you can take. The form tag is the most important tag. Group of tag. It's not one tag. It's a group of tag. Form tag is a group of tag, and it is the most important tag. So even before moving to form tag, I want to show something else also. Two more tags, because we have come a bit down. I need some space here. So how to make some space when you have come down. So first I would going to tell about HR. HR means horizontal rule, and it doesn't have ending. It will just create a straight line. And then there is something known as a BR. BR means break row. See, I will do it. Little bit of space will be there, and in fact I am going to do these things again, because I'm going to have my form tag between this thing. So FORM form tag like this. And as I've told, form tag is a group of tags. So form I will bring like this, and then inside this I'll have some more tags. Okay? So first thing I'll have a label And for let me write this thing, then I will tell what is a for. Okay, name and input type text, id equal to name equal to name, and I'll copy it. Input for age number, age 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 save it. Now what will come? It will come like this name from the label. It is coming showing like this, and the input type text is like having this box in which you can write anything. So something like Facebook, and in the age you can write your age, and the age is like you can also increase it, number you can write, and you will also increase it like this. Okay, so that is something which is there in both of them. And why form tags are important? Form tags are used to take the input from the user, like the you go to Facebook, you have to register in Facebook, so you enter some of the field like name, email, age, gender, and all those things you fill in Facebook. Then you go inside Facebook. Facebook has a how to do a post. Post is also something which is the form tag. Inside a form tag, it will be taken. So anytime when you take the data from the user and send it to the backend, and the backend does something like a registration, it will store your data in the Facebook server. Okay, so those things, even your posts are stored in the Facebook server. So in all the big web app, this form tag is very important. So because you take the data from the user here. Okay, so that is there. And we teach also how to put the data in the database. A bit of backend also we teach, but not here. That is a bit advanced stuff and all. Okay, so that is sometime done in the, and that is done in the JavaScript class, that is done in a React class, and all those things. Okay, so those are there, so don't worry. Right now we'll only learn how to take the input, how to take this input from the user. Okay, so there. Okay, so now back to this thing. What is this label and input? Label and input always comes in a pair. Like a label is there, our corresponding input will be for there. Label is there, corresponding input will be for there. But how they are pair? There is a for here, and there is a id here. So for and id should be same. Like there is a name, it should be name. For is age, this is age. Okay, so then what is this text tag here? Text tag, as you know, this is a text tag, so this I can write text. This is a number, so I can write number. And what is this name here? Name is something which we are going to see soon. This is something which is sent to the backend. How it is sent to the backend, we're going to see. So this should be unique, something name, age, something like that. Okay, so one more thing here. So generally in Facebook or any other place, you might have seen that these two things come in one line. Then name will come in one line and age will come in one line. Everything is coming in one line. Why everything is coming in one line? Everything coming in one line because everything here is an inline tag. So that's why everything is coming in one line. Inline, one line. Okay, so that is there. So how for them to come in different lines? So we're not doing CSS right now. CSS will be done next by Mosam. We are doing here HTML. So how to do that with HTML? So there is a tag, popular tag known as a div tag. Div is there. Div means it's a block level element, and you'll see this tag a lot. Div tag you'll see a lot. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wrap this in a div. Okay, wrap this in a div, and div, and save it. Now both of them are coming in different line, but they're very close to my liking. So I'll not use another div here. I'll use a br here, break row, and it will have some space. So this is like this, name and age is done. So let us see something more here. So the next thing which we are going to see is a text area. So I'll do a div. Okay, again I'm going to do a div, or else it will give some error. I'll do a br and a div. I'll do, and label I'll do, and for is message, and message, and there is something known as a text area name and ID and take message. Message calls and rows. So calls and rows I don't need it will give according to that. Okay, so this is like this. And the thing with text area is that it is having an ending tag also. Input doesn't have an ending, it is like this. Okay, so this text area I have taken, I will save it. So something like this will happen in the text area. And the main thing is that it is different from an input type text, is that input type text you can write only one line. Here I can write multiple line. And this is what you see in the post of a Facebook. When you write a post, this is something which is there, text area. So the next thing which we are going to do is on as drop down. Again, this drop down you might have seen in almost every website. Most common website to have a drop down is the Amazon website. Okay, you go to the home page, you see a drop down. So how to you go to this Amazon page, and this is a drop down. This thing is a drop down. Okay, so this is how it is drop down. So let's come here and do a label, and for color favorite color, and select name is color, ID is color, and it will have a option. Value is red. This is red color. Green color. Blue color. I'll save it. See, now this drop down will come like this: red color, green color, and blue color. Okay, so this is what. And through the drop down also you take only one thing. So what is this? Again, this for an ID are same which I've shown. Name is something which will go to the backend, and we're going to soon see how it will go to the backend. Means I will see how the message will go. And but in this option, what is this value? So value is again something which will go to the backend. Red color, green color, blue color will not go. Red, green, and blue will go. Okay, so the next thing which we are going to learn in the form only, because forms are the most important thing and the most biggest thing are these forms. So the next thing which we are going to learn here is the checkboxes. Checkboxes are again very popular. And again, let me go to Amazon and show you what is checkboxes. So I go to this mobiles. Okay, see this thing is coming: OnePlus, Boat, Redmi, brand. These are known as checkboxes. So what will happen? By default everything will be shown, but if I click on this OnePlus, so OnePlus fonts will be shown. I click on this board, OnePlus and board will be shown. So I can select all of them also, or one of them also, or none of them also. These are known as checkboxes. Okay, so let us create some checkboxes now. So checkboxes will go here and do a break row, and then I'll do a div, and I will do a h4 here. What do you own? Because I want to ask some question. What do you own? And then I do a input type check box name equal to vehicle 1, value equal to bike, label or bike. Okay, label you can have after also. I forgot to give the ID here. ID equal to bike, label will be bike. Vehicle 2, car, 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 car. Save it. I'll have something like this: what do you own? And bike and car, like this check boxes are there, and I can select one of them or both of them. So it is like this. But values again, some people go to the back end. ID is connected to the for. But what is this name, why it is different, vehicle 1 and vehicle 2? Because they are two different things, so that's why the name is different. So the next thing which we are going to do is the radio box. Radio box are very important. There used to take only one thing, something like gender is something like which you cannot have more than one. So this gender is something which we will give through the your radio boxes. Okay, uh, that will come out later on. Okay, so br I'll do. And so yeah, Devendra, we're going to do it after this. That will be the last thing. Okay, so div, and I'll do here h4 again, and gender, and then input type radio, and name equal to gender, and value equal to male, id equal to male, and label for is male is there, and gender female, 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 gender other, 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 other. Let's save it, and this gender will come. So the difference with the checkboxes here is that I can only choose one. Actually, if I choose male, then female, male will go on. Other, then this will go on. Only one. And one of the another reason here is that see, the name is always gender. Name is same in all these three. It is not different. Here the name was different. Vehicle 1, vehicle 2. Radio boxes are also known as radio box group for this reason. Okay. So that is there. And so we're done with all the major things of a form. But as I told, in 2015, HTML has gone through a major your upgradation with HTML version 5. So there are some more form things have been added here. So I'll do a HTML. No, okay. I'll give this link input. There is a W3C school link which is like this input types. Okay, so maybe I'll paste this link, but you don't need to go through all of these things. I will tell the important things here, and I'll implement it here only. But a lot of these things are very good here. You can go through it like most of the things we have told, but some of the things are added in 2015 and they were very good. Like this input type color is there. Okay, so input type color, let me go here and take this input type color and do a br and div. Like this I'll take fav color, select your favorite color, input again. I'm taking color. Okay, so maybe I'll take a color again. So see, something like this will come. Okay, like this. So here I was giving 3 colors. Here they're giving millions of colors. Like this I can choose anything. Like from there I can choose anything. From here I can choose anything color. So this is there. This is a good thing to have, but not the greatest thing. The greatest thing is this thing, input type date. This is something which was earlier done very difficultly. Okay, so I will have a div now, and inside this I will have this label, birthday, and see again foreign ID and name. Type is date. Type is very important. Type here is color. Type here is date. Why it is important? Because this is something through which you can take the date of birth, all these things, Naukri and all these sites have this like this. You can take a date of birth. So I will click here. I can take a date of birth from here. You can go and enter your date of birth, like anything, like. So I can click here, and all browser. Okay, so like this I can do anything. So like this I can do. So this is like date of birth, very popular thing. And another thing which is very important here to learn is this input type file, this one. So we are and div and This is very important. All of you might have seen in sites like naukri.com and all, where you have to upload your resume. Okay, so like this I can go and resume. Okay, so like this I can upload, and it will be uploaded, and it will go to the backend and all. Okay, so that is there. This is how it is done. So we have done with all the important things in Firefox form tag, and you saw that it took the most number of time. Okay, so most amount of time. So now how to submit it? Okay, so we have created a very beautiful, well, not beautiful form, it's an ugly form. Beautification will done in CSS. So how do we submit this thing? Okay, so here I'll go here and do a br maybe, div maybe, and here I will make a button, and it will be send. And it is very important for a button which is inside inside a form. I don't know what is happening. button button. Okay, inside a form, a button is there. The type equal to submit. Type equal to submit is very important, because what happens if a button is inside a form, it you can submit it by enter also. You might have not noticed it, but when you go to Facebook, you give a username, password, press the enter, it will work. You don't have to click it. Okay, so this is very important to give the type submit. So type submit, so button has been created, but now let us submit something, and I will show how this thing works. Okay, so let me write something like this is done, green color, bike and car, male. This color I'll make this green. Date of birth, maybe I'll make it this only. Choose file, I'll make this, and then I'll click on send. So look closely here. When I'm clicking on send, what will happen here and what will happen here? So I am doing a send here. See, first thing, everything got refreshed. The browser got refreshed, this got refreshed, and everything has gone back to blank. Okay, and if I see here, something has gone. So this is how actually data was sent to the backend in older days. This is how it used to be sent when PHP was there. PHP was there from the start. PHP was used in backend a lot, like till 2010. It was used a lot. Nowadays nobody uses PHP, but it is from the earlier days of the internet. So data used to go like this. So I have cut that thing, and I will copy that thing here so that you can see how the data has gone, how the data actually goes. So if I do like this, okay, so I have commented out so that it doesn't come in our code. See, this name Nabindu has gone. So what is this name? So this name is this name, whatever I had given in this. Okay, in this name tag, it will be this. Then this age is there. So age is like age is going here. Then what is this after this? After this color. So color is see a message is there. So messages will go as like a plus and all. Color is very important. Color is where is the color? So color is like this name color equal to red or equal to green. I think green was there, not green color will go, it will green. Then vehicle 1, vehicle 2 will go, gender will go, favorite color, which was a color box in which this is something is going, it is known as a hex code, which I think Mosam will tell. And then there is a birthday is there, birthday is going, whichever I took chosen, and the file is going. So this is how it goes. Okay, so this is all about the form tag. And this one more thing is that this button is a special type of button. When you click it, the browser also get refreshed. So there is a normal button tag also. Okay, so button button tag, which can be used outside a form. So there can be a lot of buttons, like you can use a button tag outside a form also, it doesn't matter. So you can just give a button and submit. So see, this is happening, but if I click it, nothing happens. Even the browser doesn't refresh. So this is a normal button. Anyways, the functionality is needed to be added with JavaScript. All this means when you fill this form and we click on the send button, then there will be some functionality which will be added with JavaScript or added with React or something like that. Okay, so that is there. Now, as someone is asking, anyways, we do the image tag the last, so we are going to do the image tag now, and this is the last thing which it should be there, and after that Mawsum will do the CSS. Okay, so I will do this. We'll do one, maybe a BR also. This all are like inline element image tag. So image tag, I need to download some image. So let me go to the free site to get image, which is like a royalty free. So Unsplash, I don't know what it is. So let me do this thing, and I'll do a download free, and maybe a medium range image I'll download. Okay, so now it is saved somewhere, show in Finder, and then I will create a new folder as images here. It's not required for a folder, but I've created one. Okay, so the images folder is there. I'll come here and I will drag this image here, which was even in Windows it goes to the download by default, and image goes to the download. Mac also it goes to the download. So this image have been now pasted here. I will make it a bit smaller because this is the name is very huge. So I will do this thing and unsplash. I'll do, and see the images here. Now I want to show this image. So how to show this image? So I will go here and do this image tag, img image tag, and src will be images slash unsplash. Alt is what I will tell soon, like globe. I think it's globe or something like that. I'll save it, and I'm going to see this image, but the image is quite huge that I have to actually scroll this mouse in a vertical. It's not a good thing. I didn't wanted that big image. So how to fix it in your HTML? We are going to learn this in CSS also, when Mawsum is going to teach how to resize an image and all. So CSS is much more easier. HTML, we don't have much control over images. We only have two things here. So one is a width tag, and one is a height tag. So width I will take as maybe as a 600, and height as 400. I will save it. So 600 and 400, it is coming like this. Okay, and there is one more way to take the image tag. I'll come here, image, and maybe I'll show some different image here. Now I don't know which one I should show. Not good images. Okay, so desktop setup. Okay, maybe this one I will show. And there is another way to show image like this. You do a right click and do a copy image address. It will give me the image address, and I will paste it. Any image on the internet, you can get the address like this, and then you can write it computer, save it. Now I will come here and see the next image has been shown like this. Okay, so that is there. And but what is this alt tag which I have written here? It is not been shown anywhere. Actually, it's a very important thing. Okay, it is a very important thing. Okay, okay, it is very important. What is this alt thing is very important. See what happens if you go to image heavy site, like a lot of image heavy site. Even this unsplash.com is a very image heavy site. Okay, so sometimes if you're on a very your internet connection is not good, or internet connection goes away, so this sites like unsplash.com, the images will not be loaded, and you will get some broken image thing. Okay, that things happens a lot. So when you get a broken image thing, so what happens? So I cannot close my internet right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make it wrong. Like sometimes this thing also happens, the developer gives the wrong space. So I'll save it. See now this globe is there, globe is written, which is this something which I have written, and a broken image has been shown. So this is how these images are been done here. Okay, so we are done here, and the next thing will be done by Mawsum. Okay, and he will do, and he will start with CSS. So let him start with CSS. And one thing
So hi all, welcome back to the another bootcamp of HTML, CSS, and React. Sorry, JavaScript. So welcome back to another bootcamp of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So I hope you all have enjoyed the session till now, and tomorrow I will be taking of CSS. And let me tell you one thing: we will be covering the CSS basics part only, and you all will love it because we have designed in such a way so that you will get to know how you will be taking the things or you will be linking the things in the CSS. So you all have a basic idea of HTML by now, that what are the tags, how to use those tags, how to link those tags, what are inline, what are block level elements. So now, and trust me one thing, we will be having this is very helpful. Okay, Amrinder. Okay, yaar. Good to see such kinds of comments. And 20 people are there. Likes are very come. Likes are very less. So I request you all to please like the video, like the content, because it will help the Google algorithm. Fine. So I hope you all will be able to see my screen now. I will take only CSS. JavaScript will be taken by one of our colleague, Mr. Hari. So, one second, let me do the basic structure. So my voice and my screen is clear to all of you. Can someone reply with yes, so that I will be able to. Can someone reply with yes? My That he or she will be able to see my screen properly or not. So the basic setup I am done with this, and let me. So what is CSS? I hope you all are from a sir. I know almost all the properties is what I am unable to use during working on project. Guys, my dear Devendra, for this you need to contact your manager who is taking care of you, because he will only help you out how to use, what to use, and where to use. So in here we are in a different environment and you are in a different environment. Live projects are something different, and the front-end mentor projects or the basic practice or the learnings is totally different. So you can't link both the things. So let me have here. Thanks, Piyush. Thanks for the reply. And one second, let me have a basic setup first. Okay, fine. So now I will not be able to view the messages now. So I will be starting with CSS now. After 20-30 minutes, I will see the messages. So in case someone knows the reply of any question being asked by someone, please help me. Fine. So now let's do some theoretical, then we will move to practical. So what is CSS? CSS is basically cascading style sheet. You all know the full form of CSS, and you can add, and CSS is again a CSS again is being managed by W3 Schools, which is the wholesale company looking after HTML and CSS. So like HTML, how HTML was invented, in the same way CSS also been designed by W3 Schools, and in 2015 major upgradation has been happened in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So after this only, so much colors has been added, flexbox has been introduced, grid has been introduced, because they want the things to be more easy to understand for the layman peoples. So let me and earlier, as you know, in 1995 or 1996, when the internet has started, and you all have an idea of Google Yahoo page. So the Yahoo page contains only links, blue color links only, and a Yahoo logo or a Yahoo image in the top. That's all the web page contains. Now after the addition of CSS, we will see how CSS will change the web page, how it will modify the web page, how it will decorate the web page. So let us start with CSS now. So there are three ways in which you can add CSS to any of the HTML. There are three ways. Okay. So first one is inline, second one is internal, and third one is external. So for this, let me basically show you. For this h1 tag, hello all. 1 second, and now saved it. Fine. So hello all to all of you once again with the help of the header one tag. And now how to add the inline CSS. So you need to add style first, and let us have the background color of this hello all to change to aqua. So fine. So this inline means in the same line. Simple. So in the same line, you can add the CSS. This is how inline will work. Inline, internal and external. External is being adopted by the developers, and sometimes inline also you can say, but internal not as much as popular these days. Why? I'll show you. Now moving on to the next tag, we will have, let's take it the h2 tag. Welcome to Bootcamp. So I saved it. Now I will show you how to use the internal CSS. So for this, we will use the style here, and in this we will call the h2, and we will change the background color to we will use a different format, hash 00FF00. So I saved it. So this is somewhat a green type of color here. So this is the example of internal CSS. So internal CSS will always be there above the head of the body, and you can use in this way. As you all can see, I have given this green type of color in this hexadecimal format for this h2 tag. Now let me have a paragraph tag. P is a paragraph tag, as you all know. Now in this paragraph tag, let me add some dummy content. Okay, sorry. Let me tell you how this dummy content what is this dummy content. So in this paragraph tag, we have a lorem kind of thing, which gives a dummy content. So as soon as you type lorem and enter, it will show you a dummy content. So in this, as the name suggests, external means you will be adding styles somewhere outside this HTML and linking this CSS and HTML file. So now let me have style.css. We have created this file style.css, and this style.css we will be using the styling part for this paragraph tag. So now let me do one thing. Let me call this paragraph tag, and in this let us use the color. Let us use the font color to RGB we will use in 255, 255 and 100. Let's see. But as soon as I'm saving it, it is not reflecting. Why? Because in this, as the name says external CSS, this is an example of external CSS. So we need to link this CSS file with this index file. So for this, you need to use the link command and save it. But let me change this font color because it is fine. Now it looks nice. So this is how you can add CSS to any of the HTML file using these three types of CSS. First one is inline. This is the inline where what we have applied to the h1 tag. Second one is internal, what we have applied to the h2 tag. And third one is external, what we have applied to the third tag, which is the paragraph tag. We here, but we need to link the both the files. But if someone have noticed, I have given colors in three formats. First one is simply the name of the color. Second one using the hash, and third one in the RGB, using the RGB. Why I use all these three properties? I can simply write orange, red. I can simply write blue, black, green, whatsoever. Whatso is the name of the color I am looking for. So there is a specific property in CSS in which you can add colors. What is the property? Similarly to the addition of CSS, we can add colors like in three ways. First one is simply typing the name of the color. As what I did, I typed aqua, so it comes aqua. Second one is the hexadecimal format, which starts with hash. As you all are mostly from technical background, or I can say you mostly have learned or heard about number system in which there is a hexadecimal number system which starts with hash. So in this, the colors also uses the same pattern in order to maximize its range, which starts from 0 to 9 and A to F. So it starts from, if you say hash double F double F double F, it says black, hash 0000, it's white. So it is as simple as, and in case if you want to change any of the color, just move your mouse on this color code and you can change any of the colors as per your desire. Third one is the RGB format. What is RGB format? R is red, G is green, and B is blue. So any human eye can see a combination of all these three colors only. So using the combination of all these three colors, a new color has we have prepared here, and in here you can see we have added the color in the form of RGB, and here the RGB has also a range which starts from 0 to 255. So now let me take you through a web page which is being designed by W3 School, HTML color picker, because there are n number of colors which you can not even think of it. See, all have a RGB format, hexadecimal format, and the name of the color. Fine. See, so with the help of this site, you can actually pick up any of the color what you think of, what you have saw somewhere. You can link this color. So this is how you can change the green, the red and the blue color in order to get the color of your choice. See, if it is 255, 255 and 255, this will be the color. And if it is 0, 0, 0, this is the color. So 0 means black and 255 means white. So it starts from here. So now let me take you to another side. This site also being managed by W3 schools. See, here are the name of the colors which you not even heard of. See the name of the colors. So this is how you can actually pick the colors of your choice. So now going back to CSS once again. So now this is how you can add colors, you can link colors. Now let's have some more font properties. So here, as you all can see, let us add some font size. So let me change it to 30 px. So px again is a unit of measurement. Px stands for pixel. Now let's have some more font properties in which we will have the line height as 2 rem. Rem again a unit of measurement. Or one second, let me have 1.5. So what is this line height? If you have noticed, let me add again line height as 5. So if you notice, line height means the spaces between the lines in a paragraph. So this is how the line height property will work. It actually increases the gaps between the lines. So let me change it to 2 and save it. Now moving on to the next property, we'll have the text decoration, and we have the property values here as line through. So all the text will have a line in the center of it. So we don't want this type of line. So we will have text decoration as none, and we have letter spacing. Letter spacing we will use a property as 2em. 2em is somewhat very high, so let me change it to 0.2 em. So what is this letter spacing? Letter spacing, as the name suggests, spaces between the letters. So now similar kind of property, word spacing, again we will change it to 0.5 em. So it added the spaces between the words. So now let's have some more property. We will have the list style property. The value are, I will tell you where to use this property in the styling of list part. Fine. So now let us have one more important property in CSS font, which is called as the font property, which is being denoted by font family. Now, in this font family, how it works, I will tell you. In this font family, minimum you have to add 2 to 3 type of fonts. As you all can see, by default system will add this type of fonts, in which by default, if we pick Times New Roman, Times and Serif, there are three available fonts. So now, as you all can see, why these three type of fonts every time we need to pick up. Why? Because these days there are many type of browsers available. Browsers means Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, Firefox, Safari, like that. So every browser does not support every type of fonts. So in case if you want that, so in case if I am running this page in Safari browser, as you all can see, this is on Safari, which is my by default browser. So if you see, if let's imagine Safari does not support Times New Roman and support Times and Serif. So in this scenario, by default, Safari will pick up the next available font what we have given is the Times. So you can also say the next available fonts are the fallback fonts. Fallback fonts. So in case if the available browser does not support the first given font, it will pick up the next available font. So in case if I'm opening this in Mozilla Firefox, so if it does not support Times New Roman or Times, it will pick up the last available font what I have given is a serif. So this is why, that is the reason we will be using these available fonts. So now let me take you to the another most amazing thing here. One second, which is a Google fonts. As you know that Google are now into each and every part of our life. So Google have now introduced their fonts also. So how these fonts work? As you all can see, as you all can see, these are the Google fonts which is there in front of you. So let me pick. So let us have one font. Let us use this Laura font. So how this Laura font will work? One second. So remove all. So now, as you all can see, these are the available fonts being provided by the Google, and here as you all can see, these all these fonts have their own styles also. See, bold 700, fine, bold 700 italic. So now let me simply add this regular 400 font here. Now in order to add this font to the VS Code, let me select one second, remove all. Let me use this option which is called as the import. Now double click on this code, copy it, and here in the top you need to paste it and save it. Now let us add this Laura. Laura is the name of the font. So now let us add LORA and save it. So here, as you see, this LoRa font has been added. Now let us have another font property which is called as a font weight. Let us use this bold. See, bold means it works like it. It have bold the characters available in the paragraph font. So now this is the basic of CSS in which we have covered the font properties, the colors, and let me have one more important thing here. As you all have noticed here, I have given font size as 30px, letter spacing as 0.2 em, word spacing as 0.5 em. What are these px and em? So this px and em are basically the units of measurement. These are the units of measurement. Now let me have a thing here. Second. Let me have a thing here. One second here. 1 second. We have P, and here we have the font weight as bold. So now please focus here. A very important property and a very interview question you can also say. So here this P, what is this P? This P is basically a selector. This complete from this curly bracket to this curly bracket, the entire content, this selected entire content is called as a declaration, and inside this declaration this font weight is a property and this bold is the value. So repeating once again, this is called as the CSS selectors. In this P is the selector, this entire thing is a declaration, and inside this declaration we will have the property and its value. So this is an interview question being asked in case you face any interview anywhere. So now going back to the units of measurement, what were we? So removing it now. So now as you all can see, we have the units of measurement. What we have entered here is the px and the em. What are this px and em? So in this, as you all know, px is basically the pixels sort of thing. As you all using a smartphone here these days, so all these smartphones contains pixels. What is this pixel? These pixels basically are units of measurement is being used in the CSS. Now what is this em and rem? There is no specific format for em and rem. This is again a very important property and a very important unit of measurement being developed by the W3 school. And here in this, as you all can see, rem works independently. Rem works independently, but em depends upon the div. What is this div? I can see you all have done a hands-on on the div here. So now let me put all this thing inside a div, or let me do one thing. Let me remove it. Control S, and here also removing all this thing. So now let's move on to the next topic, which is called as the classes and IDs. So what are classes and what are IDs? Classes and IDs are basically one very important thing which is used to basically target any element in an HTML. So these are basically used to target any property or anything in HTML. So let me prepare a div, and in this div we have a lorem content here. Fine. So, and we have another div in which we will have another lorem 20 content. Fine. So now let me use a very important property which is called as a br called as a break row. As you all can see, some space has been created here, which is with the help of br. So now let me use a class here, and let me give the name of the class as the class, and here let me use id, and will give the name of this id as idde. I know the spelling of class and id, but in order to link how this works, I will be using this. You can give any of the name of classes and IDs as per your choice. I'm using this. So now let me show you how you will be targeting this. So always class will start with dot and the name of the class, open bracket, open curly bracket, and let us have the font size of 20 px. So, and have the font family as Laura, saved it, and have the now let's target this id. Always copy the class name and the id name, always, even though you know the name of the class and id names. Now ids will be highlighted with the help of hash id name, open, and we will have the background color to orange, red, and let's change the color to white so that we can see what is there. So this is how you can ideally, so I can say this is the ideal method in order to identify or target or represent id and classes. Id and classes are both the same thing, but id can only be used once, and classes can be used multiple times in multiple ways, but id can only be used once. Id can only be targeted with the help of hash, and class with the help of dot. Okay, fine. So here, with the help of this dot and hash, you can target these things. So now moving on to the next important property in CSS, which is called as the box model. But before going this, let me have some questions. We the code used in this session, it will be more helpful. So you can get it, my dear friend. Not to worry. And we have shared our WhatsApp group link also here in the chat section of YouTube Live. So you can refer that and join our WhatsApp group also for the further updates, boot camps, and all those things what we are doing in our day-to-day activities. Also, please subscribe to our channel in which you can get to know the latest updates. Also, both the things are same, but in case you miss to get an update on the WhatsApp, you can get the same on live. So please do like. The content is very helpful, I can say. And now moving on to the next important property in CSS, which is called as a box model property. So for this, let me create another div, and in this div we will have a dummy content of lorem, and let me make it short. So here we'll use the br. So I've created some more space using these three brs. So here let me give a class with the class name as box. So now we will be learning the box model property. This is an interview question, please mind. Dot box, and let us come to know first what is a box model property. So as the name says, box model, it contains a content. Outside this content, one second. For this, let me open this. Open here. Why I am opening here, I will show you. One second. Going to the inspect. So this is a box model property. So one second. So now, as you all can see, this last paragraph, this one where my mouse is there. So as you all can see, this is the content. Outside this content, we have a, this is the content. Outside this content, we have a padding. Padding means the space around the content. So this is the content. Please focus on my mouse pointer. So this is the content. Outside this, we have a padding. Outside this, we have a border, and outside this, we have a margin. So this is a margin, border, padding, and content. So now moving back to our page. So here, let us have a padding of 20 px, a border of 5 px solid, and a margin of 15 px. So as you all can see, we have created a box model here. In this box model, we have a padding of 20 px. Padding of 20 px means this content, outside this content, 20 px of space in top, right, bottom, and left has been created. Outside this padding, we have a border of 5 px. This is 5 px wide, and of solid. Solid means the complete line. And outside this border, we have a margin of 15 px around 15 px around top, right, bottom, and left. So this is a box model property. You can use all. Yes, sorry. This is a very useful information what you have shared here. So this is a box model property. Now, in this box model property, let's do some styling, and let's have some font family as the Laura font what we have added here. So now let us have the font size property to 10 px. 10 px is very small. So let me change it to 50. Sorry. 30px. Fine. Now let us have a property called as border radius. Border radius. See, and let me change it to this. So as you all can see, this sharp or let me change 10px. So now this sharp end have changed to the curved ones. This is the beauty of border radius. So now, as you all can see, this padding 20px, this padding of 20px have applied across all. So now, let me comment it out. So now, in case if we want this padding in only one direction, so for this we will use padding top 20px, padding bottom 25px, padding left 10px, and padding right 30px. So this is how it comes. So you can use in this way only, like you can what can I say, you can assign different type of spaces as per your requirement. So similarly, you can use here the margin, second, margin property also, margin, margin. So now see the magic. So this is how it looks. Now in case if we want the border top, I want of orange color. So see, this has changed to orange. If I want of fine. So now let us move on to the next important topic, which is called as the styling of list. What is the styling of list here? So as you all can see, uh, let me remove it and create a list here. So for this list, let us have first a div property, and inside this div let us have a header tag, and here we will using the list item property, and in this list item property let me have a shortcut li into li into 5. So this is how it works. In this you also need to have, you need to know shortcuts and shortcuts, because it is very difficult for you to type the entire code. So let me have a category here, and in this, as we don't want to go anywhere, we will use the hash here, and here we will use the category 1, category 2, category 3, category 4, and category 5. So this is how it works. So as you all can see, this is a basically anchor tags what we have added here. So now let me have a class also with the name as list. So the basic HTML we have completed here. Now we will do the styling part. So now let me target that div first. This div, one second. In this div, let's create a border of 2px solid with green color. So this has created now. Now let's target the h2 and we will use the text align as center. So this uses this move this category to the center. Abdullah sir, border explain border. Okay, border. So here in this I have created a border here. So a border of 2px. This is a border of 2px. Solid I can use the dotted also. See dotted, but dotted does not looks nice. So I will use the solid here. Green. Fine. So now using the in shifting this h2 in the center using the text align property. Now let us have the unordered list. We will use the list style as none, but here we need to use inside the div. Padding 0. Padding of 0 we can use here also. So now let us have the margin bottom property of 20px and one more thing. One second, let us target with this class now. Dot class and in this h2 we will use the font weight property as bold so that it looks nice. So in this way you can add properties here as per your choices like that. So now let us have some more properties also. One second. One second, let me check it out. Let me remove it and we'll use the dot. One second, dot list, and in this we will target the unordered list, and in this we will use the padding of 0. One second. Okay, fine. Now let us have the list style property as none here, and we will target dot list, and in this dot list we will target the anchor tag property, and we will use the text decoration property as none, and we will give the one second, and we will the color as black. So as you all can see, the color have changed to black now. Now let us have a hover effect property. Hover effect property is basically a pseudo class property which we will be targeting in the anchor tag hover, and here we will use the property in such a way that as soon as we move our mouse here on this, the background color will change. So you will hear the background color that change to red. So see, as soon as we move our mouse, the background color will change to red. So in this, let us have some margin bottom of 20 px. We'll give here also. And in this, let us create some space. So we will give the padding of 20x, and here list style as none also. One second. And here in this anchor tag, let us use the border bottom property. Border bottom property of 2px dotted we will use here with black color, but it is not look nice, so let us remove it. So now I will be switching this to the JavaScript. So now, one second, let me switch the screen to for the JavaScript now.
Hello everyone. So I hope that this session is going to be an amazing for you. Okay. So till now we have discussed about what is HTML and CSS and all, right? So I think you are good with that right now. You get an idea of how to work with this, right? So now what we're going to do, we're just going to see about how JavaScript works. Okay. So to be telling the frank, I'm going to have a 30 minutes of time only. So in this time, it is not possible to cover all the JavaScript concept. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I just going to explain how the JavaScript works and what is the purpose of JavaScript. Okay. So and I just go on to the how to kickstart with the JavaScript and where to start and all. Okay. So I just go and explain that. Okay. So that is what my work today. Okay. So I hope that how many of you know JavaScript previously? So if you are new here, if you don't know, so right now you are here and right now you are learning like what is HTML, CSS, and right now I'm hearing the word JavaScript. Comment, or if you are an experience something like you have some experience towards JavaScript, you can just give a comment like I have experience like that. Okay. So I'm a new user. Okay, new user. Okay, so most of us are absolute beginners. So you are coming today for a developer, right? So this section is actually covering that. Okay, so what is JavaScript and why we need it? Okay, whenever we speak about the web development, we speak up the three technologies for the front end. So one is HTML, one is CS, and another one is JavaScript, right? Right now you have cleared your doubts like how HTML works, right? And how the CSS work. So we have discussed, like, for example, if you take a car, so HTML is like a skeleton for that, right? Okay, so you can an empty iron body of that car. So HTML is like a skeleton. And what the CSS will do? Video is lagging, whether video is lagging for all of you, or I'm also new. Only one person is experienced. I think check your internet connection. I think it's fine for me. So whether the video is lagging, can anyone give a comment that whether it or whether the video is lagging, anything like that? So you get lagging. Voice is also breaking. Okay. Oh, so can you refresh your screen and all? Okay, whether I check with my mobile. This is also breaking. Yeah, it's working perfectly for me. Can you check your internet connection, guys? Can you refresh your screen now? Can you check your internet connection? I think just wait for a few minutes, it will come clearly. Okay. So because I'm checking with my mobile, the live section is perfect for me. Okay. Can any students have the lagging voice? So right now it's okay for you? Voice is perfect, working fine. Thank you guys. Okay, so if any students have some issues, like just refresh your live section. Okay, so you will get it. So till now we have discussed about HTML and CSS, right? So HTML is like an skeleton of the car. Okay, so it's like that iron body of the car. And what the CSS is doing, CSS is run top of that HTML. Okay, so it is like an additional layer. Okay, so like you can consider like a groom with a makeup. Okay, so that is a groom is considered as an HTML. A makeup is called as CSS. So what that CSS is doing, that thing, it is called as designing part. Okay, all the alignment, all good looking parts are comes in CSS. Okay, there are so much of properties and all that, and that is covered very good. Okay. So then what is the purpose of JavaScript? So everything will be fine. Then what is the purpose of JavaScript? Why are you teaching? Then why this heavy programming language like JavaScript is coming? Let I explain it. So can we go for any website? Like I just go for a website called Wikipedia. I hope that every 90s and 20s kids know about this. What is Wikipedia? Okay, so here you can see this is a website, right? So this is a website, and here you can consider these all are HTMLs, right? So these all are HTML, like this is like h2 tag, and this is paragraph tag. And you can, somebody ask me like why we are removing the lists in CSS, all those things, right? So it is depends. Okay, so it depends. For example, here you can see this is all are comes under a single list. Okay, so if I give some dot is present, defaultly present, means we don't like that, right? So basically this user experience is carried out by whom? CSS. Okay, so and all of the elements, so the contents, that is carried out by the HTML. So this HTML, we have a HTML, and over that it's like a layer, over that only it's like a makeup for anybody. Okay, over that only that CSS will be working. And where this JavaScript is working means, JavaScript is used for giving life for this website. Okay, what is mean by giving life? For example, if you are using HTML and CSS only for your website, it is like it is simply a static website that you can view that website and you can just see that website, and that's it. That is what you can able to do. But by using the language like programming language JavaScript, okay, so first of all, JavaScript start a programming language in the beginning, but now we can tell JavaScript as a programming language. Okay, so what this JavaScript is doing means, JavaScript is give some dynamic interaction between the user, the end user, and the website. Okay, so I explain it more example. So what is the purpose of JavaScript in a website? For example, I created a website that is going to handle like it is called as a grocery website, like something like grocery website I created. Okay, so now we can capable to build that grocery website by using the tech called HTML and CSS, right? So we can able to create that. Okay, so and I go to that website, but I am not able to purchase anything. Why? Because we don't write the code for it, right? We need to write the code for it. And if I go for Amazon, consider if I go for the Amazon, if I use HTML and CSS only, the Amazon website is created by using only HTML and CSS, then what would happen? They can only see the what all are the products is there, and they just see it and they can leave, right? But JavaScript give the interaction. Okay, so how JavaScript works means it works on the browser, okay, by using the JavaScript engine. So it gives some interaction. If you're going for a physical store, so in your house there, consider there is a shop is there, right? Or like a mall or shop, anything is there. And you are entering into the shop, and you saw a shopkeeper is there. Okay, and you are asking something. Okay, so why you are go for the shop? You are go for the shop to buy something, right? So and you are going for the shop, but the shopkeeper did not tell you anything. Okay, so he simply stands this. Okay, so there is any purpose of there, or is there any purpose of running any business? Is that shop will run? No. Okay, so no work has been done, and we will just go and simply watch the shop, and we will return to, right? So without JavaScript, a website also look like that. Okay, for example, I just give a clear example. So here every interaction in this website is created by the JavaScript. Like for example, consider like here you can go. If I take the Google, here you can see a new tab is here. So what it doing, if I click this new tab, what happens? A new tab is created, right? So if I just click this minus into mark, what happened? The new tab will get. How this is like something interactive, right? So what I want a new tab. Okay, so what I am saying, I want a new tag. Okay, so that's why I'm clicking that page, and I just, if I want the tag, if I close that, this is called as interactivity. This is called as something known as dynamicity. Okay, so that is given by the JavaScript. Okay, so this give life for the website, and this gives the lives for the website, where whatever the website you are going, it gives the life. Okay, for example, where the JavaScript used in the front end means, you can say if you're clicking any buttons, if you're submitting any forms, and if you want to validate that forms, and if you want to go for an one page to another, and if you want to add an style or something dynamic content to us, and everything happens by using JavaScript. Okay, so this is actually JavaScript will do. Okay, so and I'm going to use an online code editor. Okay, so I think you till now you are performing by using the Visual Studio code editor, right? So I'm going to perform JavaScript by using some online that is called as JS Beans. I'm going to explain you how it works. Okay, so I'm just going to explain you how it works. Okay, we are not going to cover everything. We're just going to cover the thing which is just it will help to kickstart. Okay, we're just going to test the JavaScript. That's it. Okay, we are not going to see about the entire JavaScript, because if you want to master JavaScript, and if you want to go through web development, it need at least like you need to give 8 hours a day. You want to work with around 1 week to get through JavaScript. What is it and how it works and all those. For example, here you can say I just go for an online code editor, and here I just click this, it open for some, right? So it will do some dynamicity, and it will change according to me, right? Because that is what I wanted. So this code, everything will be written by JavaScript. Okay, so in JavaScript, if you want to get through JavaScript, or if you go through the JavaScript, you will get this single statement lot of time. Okay, so what does that mean? It's console.log. Okay, so what is this console.log? So this console.log is called as a method. In a console is an object that is called as a method, and that is show big topics to discuss now. Okay, so console.log is nothing but whatever you written inside this console.log method, it will be displayed in the console. Okay, for example, I just simply say hello world. Okay, there is a tradition to run this. Okay, so and I just go for the inspect. Okay, so every browser is a huge mankind invention, and in the browser you will you have lot of options. Okay, so if I think in CSS also I think this topic will be taken. Browser, there is an additional feature is there that is called as inspect. If you click this inspect, and you can see all of your HTML code and all of your CSS code side by side. Okay, so what is mean by what is the browser give option to us? It will give all of the code. For example, here you can see I hover over it. You can see it hovers over the tabs in the real browser. Okay, so whatever code you are returning, it will come here, and that is in the element section. Okay, so and next to it you can see a console is there. Okay, so what is console? This console help us to debug our code, and this console help us to preview our JavaScript code and all. Okay, so this console is going to be very helpful for us. Okay, so to display the code in the console, what you want to use? You want to use this console.log. Okay, so if I use anything like something like console.log, then what will happen? Whatever the wordings or whatever the number you are given here, it will be displayed here. Here you can see hello.world is displaying here. So this is what I'm written. For example, if I say instead of hello.world, I just say 23, a number. Okay, so and I just refresh this page, and here you can see at 23 the number has been written. And don't worry about this dev ready and d so on thing. This is because of the JS bin. Okay, it is not our code. Okay, so whatever the value or whatever the thing you are written inside that console.log, it will be displayed in console of the browser, and you can view it by just right click it, click for the inspect for the console in the browser, and you can view it. You can try now also, there is no problem with it. And in the console you can able to do some operation too. For example, if I want to add something, like I want to know the value of some value like this, and I just want to do some value like some numbers like this. Okay, I want to add something. Okay, so it will perform the operations too. Okay, so I just refresh, and here you can see it gives the addition value of this value and this value. Okay, so a console log is like a if you are writing some error, if you have some code issues, if you have some code error is there, you can come to the console, and if you want to preview your code before getting into work with the additional something, you can use that. Okay, so that's how the console works. So the console is simply shows everything. Here you can see in the console there's some other things are happening. For example, here you can see it is in black. Okay, so by default maybe it is in white for you. I am using some themes and all, and it is like black. Okay, so it may be white for you. So this indicates that code is running without error, and there is no syntax error is there. Okay, so that is why it's showing anything. Okay, but here you can see an yellow color in CSS we can say an yellow color background is there, right? So what this is indicating? This is indicating the warning. Okay, it is showing some warning for that. Okay, so what is this red color indicating? Red color is indicating the error in your code. Okay, so this is happens because of this JS bit. Okay, so if I show you an example. Okay, if I go for the Visual Studio Code. Okay, okay, so I just go for the Visual Studio Code, and now you can see this is something like you have discussed in the pre. What is that? This is called as HTML, and we have discussed about the style.css, right? So I just going to give a quick example only. Okay, so don't get panic, there is so much of code is there. Okay, so I have returned some like forms and all. Okay, so I just go in and show it in my browser. Okay, so this is by using HTML and CSS we created a product. Okay, so we created a form. Okay, so this is what we have created, and I just go and click in here, and now you can see the console. Okay, it says some failed to load the respond or status and all. You just leave that. leave that. This is not our error. Okay, so if you had some, it will be displayed in the console also. It will be displayed in the console only. Okay, so by using the console, you can just, what is the error happened, you can see in the right side of it, you can see it also indicates which line there is an error. It will let go and say what is the error happened. So here the error happens because of the favicon. I think favicon is covered in CSS. So favicon is nothing but, here you can see Wikipedia is there, and inside of it you can see an image is there, right? That is called as favicon. We will use HTML. Okay, it shows some error in the favicon. Okay, I just go for my HTML, and here you can see I added the favicons. Don't added any favicons. That is why it's showing some favicon is not loaded like this. Okay, so what is JavaScript is doing? Consider if you are creating a form. Okay, so that form contains name and email. Okay, so if you go for anything website like Amazon, Flipkart, so on, so things, so for any website, they ask for your personal information, right? They will ask for your personal information, right? So that is what they do, right? So what does JavaScript is? If you're writing something, if I, for example, I just say something like hurry, and I just say like something like this, something like this. Okay, I entered my name, and I entered my email address, and if I click this, and you can see it will another page, and it will show that name in my show that name in the page, right? So here you can see there is a program has been written. Your name is Harry, and your email is harryprasad@gmail.com, right? So this is what JavaScript is doing. Okay, so you can see how the user has entered his name, and the user has an email, and it will get access to that name and email. We can able to write the code like that. Okay, so and what we can do, send that information to some other place. That is why your information are stored in database, and that is why you are get marketed for your most researched or most searched, like something like most searched. Your YouTube, if you go for YouTube, you see the related ads, right? So if you keep on searching like something like that, and your data is more with that food, right? So in Amazon, you go for that, it will give recommendation for that food. So basically the entire thing is about the collecting data, storing data, and everything. So JavaScript will take care of that. Okay, here you can see if I click this, then only it will happening. Okay, so again you can see if I click this with an empty value, if I don't give, if a user come and he will don't enter his name and email and to submit that form, he try to submit this form like this. I just refresh it. Okay, like this, if I submit this, here you can see an error is throwing, and it will display enter all the values, then will be your name, and it will be show, and you can see it is automatically gone, right? So that is how JavaScript works. For example, I will explain you. Go and use the console, and I going to say something. Okay, so I just going to use some JavaScript code. Okay, so whenever the page is reloaded, I want to display a pop-up. Okay, so here the pop-up is indicating you are learning JavaScript. That pop should be come. So how can I write that? You can write that by using JavaScript. Okay, so how can I do that? For example, there is a default method is there, alert, and here you can write whatever you want JavaScript. Enter JavaScript code you would like, you can enter. Okay, so I say you are learning JS. So JS is something like JavaScript. Okay, learn JavaScript. Okay, if I do this thing and I enter it, here you can see it has been come. The pop-up has been arrived in the browser, and I think most of the websites pop-ups, right? So how see this pop-up? Okay, so you are seeing this pop-up, keep remember that is created by using JavaScript. Okay, so JavaScript has a vast background. Okay, so JavaScript is like a scripting language. It is came for code, writing your code in browser. Okay, so writing your code in the browser and make it dynamically, okay, for that user. Okay, so now it is used in backend to, like, you can use the JavaScript wherever you want. JavaScript is one of the most popular language in this world. Okay? So that is why I'm saying, like, 30 minutes is not enough to do that. Okay, so that is why I say that. Okay, so here you come to the Visual Studio Code, HTML and CSS. Okay, if I remove all, this is the JavaScript code, I have returned it. So if I just go, and I hope that you all know about the comment, how the comments work. Okay, so I just remove this, I just comment it off. That's in the JavaScript code right now. So there is nothing in the JavaScript code right now. So I only have HTML and CSS. Then what happened? If I go for the same website, okay, and I try to interact with something like I click this button, it will not work, right? It will not working. And if I try to add some names and I just something this and I try to submit this, you can see no dynamicity is happened. So then what is the CSS? The HTML and CSS, it is the base. Okay, it is the base. It only give a user looking and it will give all the interactions. Okay, but the interaction has happened when you use the Java. Okay, so it is a good example for JavaScript. And say if you want to use HTML, you use .html extension for your file, and if you want to use .css, you use .css for CSS. And same like if you want to use JavaScript, you need to use yes. Okay, so whatever code here, it will comes inside this, it will make the page reactive. Okay, if I go here, now you can see now this page is interactive. Okay, so that is the evolution of web 2.0. okay, so basically how the website has been built means the web 1.0, it's just we can go and just we can see one. Okay, so what all are the websites is that, like for example we can say blog site. Okay, so in olden days we go for read some posts and we go and see about some blogs and all, and this happened by HTML and CSS. And then after there comes an hero that is called as JavaScript that changed that. So what it do means it gives interaction, it gives both way interaction. Okay, so in previously we have only single way interaction that I can go and see that only. Okay, but right now what we have both way of action. Okay, so that all things happens by using JavaScript. Okay, so these all are pretty something concept that we need some times to learn. Okay, say that JavaScript is has a huge thing. Okay, so we have conducted like around 10 days of, we have conducted basic to advanced and advanced to master class in JavaScript in the channel only for the past 2 weeks. Every day 1 hour already conducted it, and if you are new here you can check out that. So it will give a huge idea towards JavaScript and how the JavaScript is. Okay, so and now what are the things what is console.log? Console.log is used to it just used to show whatever we are returned inside the JavaScript. For example, here you can see I returned console.log name.value name. So whatever it comes, something whatever the value comes here, you can display it in the website console. Okay, if I go and inspect and go for the console, here you can see nothing is there. And if I enter my name like this, email like this, and after submitting this form, you can see that will come to the console. Okay, so right, so how now you see that for adding external CSS tag, right, you use a tag that is called as link tag, right? So what is that link tag? So the link tag, you have two attributes, that is relationship attribute and you have href, right? So relationship attribute explains relation of that you are going to add. So for CSS we add that as a style sheet because it is going to add style to our website. We add that, and we have href. So href is basically nothing but the which page I want to add. Okay, so that is the href. If you want to if you want to add an external JavaScript to your HTML, then you need to add, you can able to add in your head part too, but it is not way to do that. Why means if you have more number of JavaScript file to load, then it will take huge time. Okay, so then what you want to do, you need to go with the script and you in the bottom tag you want to add the script tag with src. This src you need to give the file name, and that's it. Okay, so once whatever the code you are returning here, it will be reflect in your html. So both html is the base layer, and after that css is an additional layer, and after that javascript giving dynamic, it is an another layer for you. Okay, so this is the basic about javascript. Okay, it's an introduction. I'm saying that it is just I'm touching the javascript. Even we don't see a single penny in javascript. That is what from my side, right? Okay, so for adding javascript you need to give a script tag with attribute c, and inside that you need to mention which file you are adding. Okay, so here I created name of main.js, so you want to add that main.js. Okay, so this is what I can explain in the 30 minutes. Okay, so I think for the next 15 minutes is going to be great announcement by our sir. So you're going to get that. Okay, so just a minute.
Thank you, Hari. Thank you, Hari. And I will take from here. Thank you for your nice explanation of JavaScript, and thank you to Mosam for his nice explanation. And so it's my turn. So hope you all like this thing. Hope you all learned something. Hope those who are not from the IT background, they have learned something great today, and it's give them courage to get into the IT background to get their dream job. So there are a lot of people who want to get the dream job. We are doing a lot on YouTube, but actually it is not sufficient. Okay, let me do one more thing as we have promised. First, let me give the second attendance sheet, or else a lot of people will say that the second attendance sheet is where is the second attendance sheet. So second attendance sheet is there. So it is okay, like you learning from my YouTube, but if you want to accelerate your learning, so we will tell you become our means take a part in our paid boot camp, and we will make sure that you'll get a job, because the thing is that we provide a special mentorship here. See, all the things which even we do will be available at a lot of places. Okay, in the internet you'll go to a lot of things, lot of sites you go, it is there, but everything is scattered. If you want everything at one place, we are starting a boot camp. Like this boot camp we start every 2 months, we start this boot camp. So the next boot camp will be starting from August 6th. August 6th the next boot camp will start. So we all invite you to join. Please see, already 5 seats are booked. So please if you are interested to really become a web app developer, you can connect with us. Okay, I will give the detail also of that paid boot camp. Okay, so the detail is, okay, so one sec, I'll give a detail, and you can check it out. And it is like it will start from, okay, wait a sec, it will start from 6th August, and only on Friday, and it will be on only on Saturdays. Okay, sorry, it will be every Saturday, because we want to say that we want to, you all have to do a lot of projects. Okay, every Saturday it will be from 6:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Okay, so this is like the detail I'm giving it here. So one sec. Where is the, okay, so this is the detail. Hope you have got the detail. Yeah, so this bit.ly link will take you to this. Okay, so let me show a bit about it. So hope you're seeing here also. So you click on this bit.ly link, and it will take you here. And see, this is, wait a sec, this is the wrong thing, wrong link. Okay, so wait a sec. Okay, so some wrong link was given. Wait a sec. Okay, I will paste another link. So this is the wrong link. So we have other thing. So certificate will be sent to your registered mail ID on your email by tomorrow. Not today, it will be sent by tomorrow. And please have patience with us, because there are a lot of people who do it. Please fill the second attendance form also, then only you'll get the certificate. And wait a sec. Okay. Okay, actually that was the wrong link, and let me give the right link now. Sorry for that, I have the wrong link. Okay, so this is the right link. So if I am clicking here, so you'll see this is a payment structure. It's a full stack. It is a 15,000. It's a 2-month long boot camp, and we are going to be there from every Saturday. To be there because Saturdays generally, even for most people who are not working in a metros, in metro Saturday is an off. Even if you're not working in a metros, uh, generally it's a half day, or you can take off from office, and it will be every Saturday. We'll take it from 6:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. so that you can have the whole week to do the assignment. We give a lot of assignments so that you can have the whole week to do the assignments. And Wednesday will be a doubt solving session. Every Wednesday, it's not to 10 maybe. Okay, so it is like from 7 to 10 p.m. every Wednesday will be the live taking session, and it will be there. So you want to join basic HTML CSS JavaScript. So with basic HTML CSS JavaScript, as we have told, you will not get a job. You need to have React in that. So if you want a basic HTML CSS JavaScript for something else, we don't suggest you to have just the knowledge of basic HTML CSS and JavaScript. You add React to that, and it is like our guarantee in this thing. We take the guarantee for you to get a job, and for that you need React. So we have 100% ratio right now for people who have attended a bootcamp to get a job, and even people are getting from our YouTube channel. Okay, so it is like that 100% it is there, but you have to complete the project. So sometimes what happens, some students complete the project after 6 months, then we give them job after 6 months. We'll give a lot of assignments, you have to complete those assignments, then it is our surety that you'll get a job. Okay, or else we'll get a job, we will give you a job. So that much security we are giving you. Just you have to complete the assignments. And right now also, two of my students, earlier students, they took some time to do that, and I have taken them as intern, because I too have a lot of React.js openings in my own company, because we are a service based company also. I too have a lot of openings, so I took them. So one of the person name is Ankit. So he was doing way too good. So it is like that. So there are a lot of things are there. So you will have a mentorship, you'll have the right guidance. Whenever you have some doubt, we will answer, and we will learn in a structured manner. So there will be a structured manner of learning in which we will learn. So this will be 2 month long. It will start from this 6th August. Okay, it will start from 6th August. And kindly means whoever want to do, you can ask us on the WhatsApp group, or you can connect with us. You can connect with us on my LinkedIn, Hari's LinkedIn, or anybody else's LinkedIn. Okay, so that is there. And as I have told, so please, whoever is serious, please do connect with us, because we have limited seats. Okay, we have limited seats, and the next bootcamp will be after this August, October. It will be in October, so it will be like that. And that is what I'm going to tell. And with this, we are going to end today's stream. Hope you liked it. Hope if you're not from IT background, you got the idea how to become a web app developer. What are the things which are required to be a web app developer? You need to know HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React.js to become a web app developer. So please, we all invite you us to get into that. And fees, I have told the fees structure. I have told it is a 15,000 rupees. So I've just shown that thing. It is 15,000 rupees. So I think I've just shown that thing. So it is 15,000 rupees. Okay, so fees. Okay, I will leave like the fees also. It's like 15,000. Okay, 15,000. Okay, so that is there. And with this, I will end to this stream. Please subscribe and like. We keep on having these things. Okay, keep on having these things. A lot of CSS class, a lot of JavaScript, a lot of React.js class. 5 days classes we have a lot, and sometimes we have boot camps. So one day whole boot camp. Okay, previous week we have a 1 day long boot camp. You can see that on our channel. 9-hour long boot camp we kept. Okay, so that is like that. And with this, hope you all have filled the attendance sheet, and you'll all get the certificate by tomorrow. And because there are a lot of people who do these things, okay, so who fill this form, so it takes some time to give the certificate. So with this, we'll end today's workshop. Thank you all for attending. Bye, have a good day.